What do you do with fresh water that has been tainted by the fracking process? Well, right now in Nebraska, there is a proposal that out-of-state dirty water should be moved into the state and dumped into a body of water that they currently have. So let me give you some more details on that. Apparently, the Nebraska Oil and Gas Conservation Committee met to talk about this proposal. The committee is holding public hearings on the proposal by an oil company to ship out-of-state fracking wastewater into Nebraska, where it will be dumped into a disposal well. Okay. Now, this could be a complete and utter disaster, especially because there have been stories of this wastewater somehow seeping into the drinking water in communities throughout the country. So the Texas Energy Corporation wants to truck as much as 10,000 barrels a day of the chemical-laden fracking wastewater to a ranch north of Mitchell, Nebraska for disposal. Now, there is a Nebraska farmer who's a little concerned about this. I should note that he's not necessarily against fracking. He's still on the fence about it. But James Osborne wanted to talk about his fear of his drinking water getting tainted. So he attended this committee hearing, and here's what happened.
So what I brought, and my question is, would you drink it? This. It's not mixed up real well. Well, there's some goodies down there that are shared with this class. So you told me this morning when I was in here talking to you that you would drink this water, right? So would you drink it? Yes or no?
Sir, we can either comment or...
Oh, you can't answer any questions?
No, sir.
So my answer would be no. I would not drink this.
Okay, who doesn't love that dude's overalls? It's like, look, dude, I'm a farmer. I'm gonna show it to you by wearing some significant overalls. Okay, and I like his honesty about the fracking. He's like, look, man, people make money from fracking, so I'm not against it. I'm just saying I don't know that I want the water to leak into my water, right? It's the old NIMBY, right? Not in my backyard, right? I love the people that he's talking to there on the committee who are like, sorry, we can't answer anything.
But when'd
you come up with that rule?
Whenever it became inconvenient for them to answer questions, that's when they came up with the rule. But this is the second story in a week where someone has called someone else's bluff, right?
Right.
In one case, there was a Monsanto supporter who said that, drinking a cup of Roundup, which is a pesticide, is totally safe for human consumption. The French reporter told him, all right, well, will you drink it? And he's like, I'm not an idiot. Right? And in this case, the same thing happened where, you have a member of the community who's concerned about something, legitimately concerned about something, and the confrontation works out exactly how you would expect it to work out. The officials don't know what to do.
Yeah, so a little bit more nuance on this, because as I look at that water, he explains that it's sludgy water that could result from spills or from seeping into the water table. So, of course, the answer from the other side is going to be, oh, don't worry, it's not going to seep in. So it won't be like that water, so that's why I don't have to drink that water, right? But how do you know it's not going to seep in? And that's the whole point. Here in the James Osborne is making the point that, like, well, you don't know it's not going to seep in, and you're putting it into our reservoir, right? And it's, like you point out, 10,000 barrels a day of chemical-laden fracking wastewater. I don't want that anywhere near my drinking water, right? Could it seep into the drinking water? Could. And then you got to drink this, or I got to drink this, and I don't want to drink this.
And it's not as if that hasn't happened already in other communities. So it's a legitimate concern. And I think that when it comes to something like fracking, I mean, we put, the cart ahead of the horse. Is that what they say?
I think so.
I think I fucked that up. Whatever.
No, I think that's right.
You guys get the point. There needs to be more research done before you start doing a completely different process of extracting natural gas, right? And we just kind of take what the corporations say at face value, when in reality it could have some serious environmental issues.
Yeah. And look, man, I wouldn't want wastewater, especially to that degree, anywhere near my my neck of the woods. I'll be honest, I'll do a NIMBY too. I'd say not in my backyard, right? And if you're going to put the wastewater, I can't have you just given some campaign contributions to 3 committee members. I don't know if that's the case in this situation. and then getting by giving a couple of bucks here and there. You're going to put it in my backyard, then you better pay me a lot of money to put that wastewater in my backyard, knowing that it could seep in.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready to pay me that money? Or are you just trying to slide it in and get away with it so that it's our problem and not your problem anymore?
Yeah.
Right? So if you're getting natural gas and you're making a ton of profit from it, you also got to deal with the consequences. You can't pass that expense onto local communities in Nebraska and just hope to get away with it.